And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On first down, they run with Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Good throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On first down, Pollard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to let... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Prescott now. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator was looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. Cooper was the target there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to take a shot. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. 82 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Throwing. Prescott being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Prescott.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That one complete to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Prescott from the gun. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Check nickel. You go tank. You got tank. You got tank.
Now Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Running from the gun with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner.